stops working. Conspiracy. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
Hey!
What is on your hands, Babette? What are on your hands? And those are for.
I get the carpal tunnel thing.
Oh, okay. So how's everyone
Stuff
doing?
some
People
relief.
are just logging in, and my computer's still slow, so it's taking a second.
How
Oh,
is
here they come.
everybody?
They're coming in, Babette. They're coming in. The
Yay!
peoples are coming in. 5, 6, 7. Hey, Tanya Williams,
Where's
welcome.
Tom?
Tom is not here yet, but at least he hasn't typed yet. So he should be here in a moment. People are just typing. How are you, Babs?
I'm really
Tom said hi,
good.
gals.
I
And
miss
Renee King,
you.
Sonnen, you're
Miss you
on. Yes,
being
we
here with
are.
me.
I know. What is your? I know. Every time I try to get over there, by the time it's time to come towards you, I go ah.
I know, but
It's
it's
like a
such a
nice.
distance too.
It's a distance, and I've just been so crazy. And if I'm out
Busy,
already
right?
during my day, it's fine. But if I'm home working and then I have to do that extra drive, I said, yeah,
Exactly.
what's the point? I might as well do it from here.
I
But
know.
we're going to get back together very, very soon. We
Okay.
are great, Tina. How are you, Tina? And Belisa. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We're so excited about today. What's the name of our show, Babette?
Check it out. We want to welcome everybody to another episode of Sunday Bites and Tidbits. I am Chef Babette,
And
and
I'm
that is my beautiful co-host.
Terrah Bennett Smith. And if you guys have noticed, we don't, we got to get Terrah an Uber driver. Yes, it's Tom. Absolutely.
Hi,
We have,
Tom.
we took Sunday Bites and Tidbits off the flyer for a while just in case they were flagging the name. So we just put SB and T, but y'all know what it is because our flyers haven't changed. We're just trying to trick them, trick the algorithms. We
But
don't know
you're
what we're doing.
telling them. You telling them that
But they
you're
don't
trying
watch
to
our
trick them.
show. They don't watch our show. They don't watch it. They don't have time to watch our show. They just look at what we're talking about. Bits.
Well,
Oh,
don't say that word.
Tom said bits and tidbits.
Bits and tidbits. Yeah, don't say that other word.
Don't say that other word. We're not allowed to say it because they flagged us. They flagged us like we were some tramps on the street. We are not vegan street tramps. We just trying to spread love around the world.
That's
That's
all we
all we
spread
doing.
is love.
You know,
Just
like
love.
take success, spread love. Ba, ba, da.
You're
Anyway,
so silly.
how's everybody doing? We're so excited because today, how did you meet Clarice? Clarice.
Online.
Doing what?
Well, she invited me to take part in the collage with everybody in the Black
Right.
Lives Matter. And that is how I met her. She's so adorable. I just really love her and her daughter. I'm so excited to have her on the show today.
Yeah, me too. And she
Yeah.
does it for all of you who are parents, especially. You know,
Yes.
she works with kids and young people, getting them
So
into the
cool.
vegan lifestyle, and that's usually the hardest part, especially for those who didn't start out vegan and they've already,
Exactly.
already had the delicious or semi-delicious junk food that we're, you
Right.
know. But what was your favorite candy growing up? Like as a kid, like what was some of the favorite things you ate?
Oh my God, Tara. I ate so much candy and stuff. Anything that was made of sugar was my
What was
favorite.
your favorite candy?
Okay. I guess it would have to be between like a Snickers, and I really loved Payday,
Mm-hmm.
but I really love those peanut butter cups. And I
Mm.
really, really sucked on Jolly Ranchers all the
So just
time.
basically everything, because every time
I
you say
told
something,
you that.
and I
I
really,
tried to tell you.
mine was Baby Ruth candy bar because I only like chocolate if it has nuts and caramel. And
Uh-huh.
then I used to love lemon heads. You remember lemon heads? See, that might be a New York thing
It might
because
be a New York thing.
yeah, we had lemon heads. And no, my name is spelled Terrah. It's not Terrah, it's Terrah, but it's the same. I don't care. So lemon heads, Baby Ruth, now and laters. I like the vanilla now and
Oh,
laters.
remember the
They used
Now-a-laters?
to pull up.
Oh,
They
those
used
are,
to pull that the fillings out of your teeth.
yeah.
And in New York, we had Wise potato chips. They were the saltiest potato chips on the planet Earth. I don't even know if they still have Wise, but we'd have Wise
Wise.
onion and garlic, barbecue, and Wise salt. And we used to shake them up, put them all, mix them up, and we used to get a pickle. Y'all had pickles out the jar where they had all
Oh,
the
of
juice in it.
course.
Yep, we used to get the
Yes.
pickle out the jar, and then if we didn't have that, we would get the pickle in the packets, and then we drink the juice first, and then bite the pickle.
Yeah,
This
we
is
did. I think
nasty.
that's everywhere in the nation. We did
Okay.
that kind of
Well,
stuff.
Erica Berry says y'all had lemon heads in California. So
Well, we
Babette,
probably lemon heads. Are they just little lemon candies?
yeah, they come in a box that says
And
lemon
they're
heads, and they have like little round, little lemony things,
yeah,
and
we
just a
had
bunch
them.
of sugar,
Sorry,
just
we
a
had
bunch
them.
of sugar.
She's right.
Yeah. So anyway, but I don't eat none of that stuff now. Every now and then I may go and go. Just give me like one a now
No,
and
because
later.
you eat that addicting licorice from Whole Foods.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But that stuff is good. But anyway, we have chatted enough. We were waiting for everybody to get on. Now we're crossing over time numbers. So I'm very excited to have you all here. Who else? Nanette says she loved Lemonhead. See, Lemonhead. Oh, wait, one more thing. Remember the candy necklaces, and you had the
Oh my
candy, and
gosh!
you used to pull
Yes,
it, and you used to you bite
yes.
them off.
Love
Anyway,
those.
I
I
see.
did.
I see Miss Vegan Soulicious is back there nodding like this. Yeah, girl. Well, let's bring her in. Come on in, my friend. Come on in, my friend.
Hi, ladies.
And she's from London. Are you from London?
I am originally from London. Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome, 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 welcome.
Okay, so
Oh my
Terrah,
goodness, you
don't
took
try
me.
to use your British accent today.
What? It's because I've got one too. You know, it's not quite great, and I've been working on it so long because it's like she said. Wait a minute. One of my
Do you
friends.
know what's really funny? Whenever an American person decides to do that to me, it always kind of sound like it always sounds like that.
Well, it's because
Like,
we don't
oi, oi,
quite
oi,
know.
oi, oi, oi.
You know why? Because
Why?
we've got a little Cockney, just a little bit. You know, just a little Cockney there. It's not quite Cockney either. You
Well,
know,
I
my
tell you what, I am originally from East London, so I'm originally from Cockney Central. My parents were really, really strict,
okay. Do
and
a
they
little Cockney.
corrected me with everything I said.
Okay, do a little Cockney for me, just a little.
You're right, geezer, mate. How's it going, love?
You're right, Keys, mate. Ask again, love.
That's really good.
Okay, say. Welcome to Sunday Bites and Tidbits in Cockney.
Whew, okay. Oh, that's a mouthful.
Okay. Say. I'm happy to be on the show.
Oh God.
She's
Ladies
not
and
really.
gentlemen, welcome to Sunday Night's Bits and Tidbits.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday nights, bit and tidbits. I would get that.
I tell you what, you have a future in voiceovers.
Not quite. One of my friends who's from London, and I was talking to him like this. He says, "You sound like you're taking a shit. What are you doing?"
Well, no, you sound like, or you sound like you're taking the piss. One of the two.
Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about. Now, see, now I'm going into Jamaican. My accents are going to go all over the place tonight.
No,
Because,
It's okay.
no,
It's
Jamaican,
all right.
that's my accent. You can't take it now.
Uh-oh.
No, that
Uh-oh.
belongs to me.
okay, we have two really bad accents.
Shall I just leave now? We can reschedule this.
No, we don't want to. We want you to talk now, and I got to get it out of my system.
Well, first, I just want to say, Jolly Ranchers are vegan, and my kid loves them. And that necklace thing you were talking about, they're accidentally vegan, and she loves those.
Oh, but
So what makes candy not vegan?
Those things are really bad for us now. You know that.
Gelatin and the 10 million chemicals in them.
Yes,
Okay.
too many chemicals, dye, sugar.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. Well, I had a Jolly Rancher yesterday because I was hungry and it was there.
Ew, Terrah.
I had a Jolly Rancher, please. A lot better. So okay, so tell us about. So let's start talking to you. So tell us about what you do. Tell us about you. First of all, tell us about Vegan Soulicious. Why don't we start with how you got involved with veganism? Let's start.
That's good. Okay, so Vegan Soulicious.
Now, tell us your story.
My story. Okay, so Vegan Soulicious came about when I first moved to the United States. That was about 4.5 years ago. So prior to moving here, I lost my dad to stomach cancer. And that was kind of the turning point of when I started to look at my diet and what I'm doing and how I'm going to try and prevent as many things as possible. So when my dad was diagnosed, initially I was trying to save him the natural way. We were avoiding everything that the hospitals are throwing at us because he had stomach cancer. So that kind of opened a huge lid onto me delving into why this has happened. Foods, environment, stress, life. And that was the first time I really started to really pay close attention to what I was putting inside my body. Unfortunately, my dad didn't make it. It was all too late. But with his passing, I feel like with him passing, it gave me a second shot at life. And that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to change a lot of things that I'm doing. And then I found out that my family had Lynch syndrome, which is hereditary cancer. And so the area of concern for me is the womb area. So I'm quite high risk. And that I was like, okay, all the warning signs are like flooding in my direction. I hadn't had any kids yet, and I was on the brink of turning 40, and then I fell pregnant. And I made the decision then that there was no way on earth that I was gonna bring my child kind of into the planet with all this bad stuff going into her. So that's when I made the huge change, was when I fell pregnant.
Wow.
It organically and naturally just felt like the right thing to do. I think growing up as a kid, my body naturally rejected chicken, milk. Like I didn't, and obviously we didn't know back then what these signs were. You know, my dad's from Jamaica, my mom's from Mauritius, so they're eating, you know, everything, fish, chicken, and jerk, but they never forced me. Although I rejected those foods, they never forced me to eat it. And my grandma was a vegetarian, and I was with her a lot. So I guess I was a vegetarian from quite a young age. And then just before I fell pregnant, I removed dairy. So the only thing that was still in my life was fish. And then when Emmy arrived and I moved here, I got food poisoning twice with seafood.
Oh.
And then I was like, do you know what?
It's not worth it.
It's the only thing left. What am I doing? Like, come on, let's get it together. And so that was the turning point. And then I moved to New York, and I was really worried about finding a school for my daughter, especially in regards to what she was going to eat and her environment. And I found a vegan Scandinavian school.
What?
And they had a vegan chef in the school who would grow vegetables and cook with the kids every day. And I said, right, my kid's going to that school.
Very
So it's going to make me broke, but she's going to that school.
Where's a vegan Scandinavian school in New York?
That school is downtown Jersey City, but it's for really young kids. So she left that school a few years ago, but you can go from 6 months up until 5. And it's the best school ever. They grow everything together. They cook everything together. It's predominantly an outdoor program. So the kids spend most of the day in nature. So that was the beginning. And then when she left that school, I was worried again. Okay, now what do I do? They're going to try and give my kid hot dogs and chicken nuggets and try and get her vaccinated. And I'm not getting involved in any of that madness. And then I found a great school in New York, and I ended up being the vegan cooking teacher in that school for the kids.
Oh, nice.
So I ended up getting my own way.
That's great. So your grandmother was a vegetarian.
Yeah, so my grandmother was a Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, I went through that with a godparent. She was a Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah,
she had a lot of frozen canned goods, though.
She did. Yeah, my grandma.
Well, that was back in the 50s. So.
Back in the 50s, yeah. My grandma, she's quite healthy. She's quite healthy. So yeah, obviously schools are closed now, so I'm not there. I'm home.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working. Just wanted to let you know. That's why I put it there.
Yeah. But yeah, so and then I jumped on Instagram and started to kind of create a platform where I just wanted to share my daily journeys and my journey with my little one. And then I started getting lots of kind of emails from parents asking for advice. And I'm like, okay, I'm not a trained nutritionist. I can only share with you my experience. And it kind of just started to grow and grow and grow. And
so what is the name Vegan Soulicious? Why Soulicious? Like, what is it about your food is that soul in it? Or is it just...
It's exactly that. It was me kind of just trying to break the myth that vegan food is boring and unseasoned. And everything that I cook and showcase, I try to do predominantly food I grew up with. So I do Jamaican food and Mauritian food. And I just like to prove a point that I can veganize it, and you'll close your eyes and you'll eat it and you won't know the damn difference.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when you are vegans opposed to vaccinations, or just depends? Let's answer. Are vegans opposed to vaccines, or just depends? I think it's a just depends.
It's a personal preference thing, isn't it?
I think it's just personal preference, and we don't
Personal
really talk about vaccines on our show.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah, I think it's all a personal preference. You know, even people who are not vegans have an issue. You know, even people who are not non-vegans, you know, that depends. So, obviously your kids have all been basically vegans or vegetarians all of their lives. Do you have one or two?
Only one.
Oh, one. Okay.
Yeah, my daughter's
and your daughter's what?
8.
8. Okay. Yeah. So most of her friends now pretty much came out of the school where she went to, right? So you didn't have any issues at birthday parties or going to any of that stuff, because that's the other side of it. Because if all your friends are eating what you eat, then it's normal when you go over there. Because see, I have kids, and my kids, when they were younger, you know, I have twin boys and a daughter, and I would have to bring food to the parties.
Exactly.
You know, like just so they feel like they fit in. I bring vegan hot dogs, and you know, and say, don't cook it over there with that, or veggie dogs or whatever. And then a couple of times when, you know, I would step away and somebody would hand my son a hot dog thinking that it was, and I didn't know, and he didn't know.
Easily done.
Easily done, you know? So it just became a thing where I had to make it very, very clear. So I had to bring food, watch them, make sure they knew not to eat certain things. But
yeah, so I do the same thing. I walk with the cupcake and walk with the snacks, so that she doesn't feel isolated or left out. And now I kind of rock up with a lot, and then the kids end up eating some of the stuff we brought anyway.
Yeah.
It's a good little testing ground. We've been doing it recently because we've just been meeting up in the park for safety reasons. And Halloween we all met, and Valentine's we all met, and I bought vegan cupcakes and the parents were like, oh, they're not gonna like it. And I said, well, just don't tell them anything. They'll let you know. And we didn't say a word, and every kid ate everything.
And
most of the time, it's the parents.
It's the parents. You know, we decide because, they're, you know, and if you sit down, and you tell a kid, has nothing sweet. This is the vegan one, the healthy one. They won't like it for no reason.
Exactly. Just don't announce it.
Yeah, just don't announce it. So what are the things now? You work, the teaching, is it outside of the school as well, or just in the school when you work with the kids?
So it's in the school, and I was doing the after school programs. So they were leaving their kids with me after hours. And then doing local events. There's an organization called Mama's Got Mojo. This is my friend's organization, and we work together a lot, and it's about getting mums mojo back, making them feel good again.
Yeah.
Picking each other up, and I normally do all the catering for her events. And just before the world crisis came about, I had just signed a deal with a major TV network to do the Vegan Soulicious show with my daughter.
Oh, nice.
That was going to be me and my little one running around the United States, digging out all the most amazing Black-owned vegan restaurants, chefs. Babette.
Come on over.
That was my number one on the list. and just showcasing the best ethnic vegan food in the United States. We were just about to start shooting at Viacom, and then, everything came to a standstill. But
Well, it's picking back up again, so they should be.
we're pushing forward now. We're talking again. We're making some plans,
Mhm.
and it's all looking positive.
So,
very good.
Babette, you have a question?
No, I was saying very good.
So, does anyone else in your immediate family outside of because your husband's a vegan too, correct?
He eventually joined the camp. Yes.
And what was that like before he joined the camp?
It's really interesting because for him, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go. So he was kind of very trusting and very kind of open to whatever it was and supporting whatever it was I was doing, because he knew the essence behind why I was doing it. He was there and nursed my dad to the very end.
Oh, yeah.
So he was a big part of that process. So he was really emotionally attached to it. So when I made that decision, he was fully supportive. And then one day he said, you know what? That's it. And he just did cold turkey overnight.
Wow, nice.
And I said, you really don't have to. I'm not the crazy vegan bashing lady. You do you, I'll do me. The last thing I want to do is kind of put pressure. You have to be ready.
Right.
It's a personal choice. There's no judgment coming from my side. And that was that. But for him, it was quite interesting because it's ended up being more of an environment reason.
Like what? Like what? Share.
Well, now it's more kind of saving the planet and not torturing animals. It's gone from one extreme to the next, and he was the biggest carnivore on the planet.
That's interesting. That's
very interesting.
Yeah, he went cold turkey and then he just switched over, because a lot of times people who find when we talk to people and they say that it eventually transformed from just wanting
That's
to
what
not
it did
eat
for
meat.
me.
Right, then to now, and he sounded like he just went, okay, I'm not eating meat, I'm for the animals, and that's it.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't even do it that way. It was just an organic, natural kind of journey for me. I didn't even do it that way. But I guess some people, when your mind and your body is in that space, it's just time.
I never thought about the animals when I transitioned. It was just all about
me neither.
Me feeling better. I never gave the animals a thought.
Yeah, to me, this
certainly
came
didn't
later.
think about the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of that came later. That awareness for me too.
So the question is, are there different types of vegans? What's a raw vegan?
Oh, I reckon Babette would take this one.
Well, I mean, vegans that prefer not to heat their food to temperatures exceeding 115 degrees Fahrenheit. You try to keep the life in the food prior to ingesting it. And then you just have people that just make sure they don't kill to eat. I like more live food than I do. What's wrong, Terrah?
No, I'm just fixing my light.
Oh, I like more live food than I do massive, large plates of cooked food. I juice more than I eat. So yeah, I mean, you got your vegans that want to cook it and they want to be. I mean, you have vegans that are that transitioned right where they were. You know what I'm saying? They eat the same type of food. They just don't eat animals. They don't wear animals. They don't have anything to do with animals or the destruction of an animal. But to me, a vegan's a vegan.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Someone asked about food heating. Is it 115 or 140?
Well, I thought it was 115.
I thought it was 115 too.
I thought it was 115. That's when you begin to kill the enzymes.
Okay. So hubby's now vegan. Who does most of your cooking?
Only me. The struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
It's only me, and that's why it was easy for him, because it was just being served.
I love it.
So when you were vegan and he wasn't, did you cook for him still, his meat dishes and whatnot?
I did.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I find a lot of wives say that they still do, especially when
Yeah.
they weren't, they didn't marry a vegan, or they both kind of transitioned at the same time.
Exactly. I mean, would I do it now if he switched back? No.
Well,
Right.
yeah, it's a
But
different.
but I did then. But he obviously still he craves meat and fish and chicken. So I do a lot of substitute stuff, but I don't eat it because I don't have that craving. It actually sickens me, but that's just me.
I never had the craving either after a while. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I never wanted it again. So I didn't have to eat the mock meat.
Exactly. I mean, I cook a lot of it and I post a lot of it because I know a lot of people are kind of like they're against it, but I think it plays a really important part in the transition for a lot of people.
It does.
And it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
To assist with the transition,
Absolutely.
I think it's just massively important to have it.
Yeah.
Once you've been on it and you understand and you really are trying to clean up your diet, then you move further and further away from those things that they have to put in those types of foods to keep them on the shelf for periods of time. Exactly. I prefer fresh 100. Over box, package, cans, jars, Yeah. But it's there for a really good purpose.
It is. I get into this
transition. You know what my thing was really? I was introduced to just straight up tofu, extra firm tofu, pan fried with a little bit of liquid smoke on it and some Bragg's liquid amino with some garlic. That was the lick for me. That tasted like chicken.
It does.
For me, when I'm sorry, go ahead, Babette.
And that was just what I did until I finally said, okay, I don't have to have this anymore. I'm good. I eat so different now.
Yeah, see, when I started, it was so long ago that all I ate there was nothing but tofu and tempeh.
Tell her when you started.
I started in 79.
Wow. And, okay, so there was nothing.
There was nothing but tofu and tempeh. And to this day, I will not eat tofu. It's kind of I don't like tofu. And I think I'm just, it's like when I had kids, anything that they ate a lot of, I no longer liked because it was just too much of it. So I stopped eating pizzas because I didn't want to eat pizza because I had pizza.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about tofu, especially. I will do tempeh now, but I won't do tofu.
Yeah, I like tempeh. My little girl loves tempeh. She's obsessed with it. I'm glad.
Tempeh is cool.
Yeah, it's good.
So what are some of the things, like what are your go-to dinners? Because people are always looking for extra recipes. So what is something that you like to do with the kids that they seem to like in school?
Because kids are hard.
Kids are hard.
They're difficult.
Kids are hard. I tell you what was always a good one with the kids, just doing the rice roll wraps. Those are really awesome because then they can choose the vegetables they want. One doesn't like cucumber, one doesn't like something else, but then they can choose exactly what they want to lay in that wrap. They can choose a dressing. It looks pretty. Those are all really good to go to. Making avocado and cucumber macchies and presenting it nice. Those are always good ones.
Cool.
And you find
I actually my cooking class was predominantly raw because I wasn't allowed to use fire, which was good because I wanted it to be that way anyway. So the kids were making predominantly raw stuff.
Wow, that's great.
Some of them hadn't even seen some of those vegetables out of a can. So it wasn't necessarily, I don't preach the vegan word in the class. I just kind of get them into peeling and chopping and talking about vegetables and how they grow and how they're cultivated and just take it back to the natural source.
That's a good thing though.
I don't really mention the word vegan because then it kind of
it has a whole other meaning and they don't like. I don't want to be a vegan. If they just eat
food, that are just not familiar with vegetables and stuff.
Real simple.
I mean, grown-ups.
Things. Exactly, grown-ups. And then when their parents turn up and they've got their little box with their food in it, so cute. So cute. And we tried to do it on Zoom.
Is it a disaster?
It's terrible. Poor
Why?
kids, because the parents had to do it, and the whole point was, you know.
Is it just a distraction because of all of the things that they have to be distracted with, or it's just?
Yeah, well, I guess the parents have to go shopping, so they have to buy everything, and then they have to sit in on the Zoom, and they have to technically be the assistant. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, and do I know one time I was telling Babette this
Hold
story.
up, you guys. The temperature is 117 degrees Fahrenheit.
17.
117.
Okay, 115 isn't bad. That was close. That was
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
One of the things I find that when you're trying to get a kid to like something, one of the things is for them to make it and for them to shop like at a farmer's market and try each thing out. They really
That
get
works.
into that. That so works.
Absolutely.
That's so
But
works.
New York, I'm sure the farmers markets are not happening right now. It's a little chilly.
No, nothing's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
But the Union Square one, just before it kind of got a little bit colder, that was our to-go-to spot. And especially when they had all the fresh herbs and the edible flowers. I was really shocked at how my daughter responded to the edible flowers. She's like, "You can eat these?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, let's just buy them because they're cute." I'm like, "Okay, that's an expensive buy because they're cute." And then she went home and then she ended up eating all these edible flowers. And I was like, yes.
That is so
Wow.
cool. She's so
Like you
adorable.
said,
Where is she?
She is upstairs.
Oh, you should make sure you introduce her. Do you
Yeah.
have a cookbook?
Okay,
Somebody
I'll make
wants
sure
to
I
know.
get her down.
Do you have a cookbook, Charlise?
I do not have a cookbook.
Ah, what?
Not yet.
Okay, take all those recipes that you're doing and put it in a book.
But well, they're on my website, so vegansoulicious.com.
I will put that in the chat here.
It's a cookbook is something I have to get to. I have to be honest, I never really thought of it.
It's a pain. I'm still working on my second one.
Exactly.
I actually have everything done. It's just working on everybody helping me pull it together. But you know
and
what
if
I decide to
Babette
do?
says it's a
Just
pain,
turn it into an ebook, make it nice and simple, and put it on my website.
See,
Yes.
I think that
I'm just focused on really trying to get this show off the road.
You need to get that going.
I like people, you know, I like communicating and just being together. And so I'm trying to get that off the road. And I'm going to send you ladies something in a couple of weeks because I've been working on this little project with a friend of mine. He has a foundation in the UK called the Dennis Sharp Foundation, which he put up for his dad. And I'm working with them and we're making some aprons and head wraps in Ghana.
What?
Oh.
It's so cool because today
nice.
they Zoomed me live today from Ghana so I could meet a few of the women that were working on the stuff, and the project is all about getting women back to work because a lot of the women in this particular part of Ghana, the kind of seamstress work they're getting is mainly alterations and local stuff. Our aim is to get them getting contracts in the United States, the UK, and Europe.
Well, nice.
I've given them my project and they're making our aprons as we speak with matching head wraps, and I'm going to get you ladies some.
Good.
Oh
and we'll wear them when you're ready.
I need to talk to you about that for sure.
Please. See, look, I'm sitting here. I've got all my swatches.
Oh my gosh.
Is that one of your head wraps that kind of on your head now?
Yes, this is. Yes.
How did you forget to say that, Charlise?
How did I what?
How did you forget to say that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
So how many are you looking for other organizations to or this is just something you're a part of? Are you looking for other people to get involved?
Could I say, for instance, if I needed something manufactured, could I?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%. And it's a really super organization to go through because this way we're not going to the big factories. And we're going straight to the women
I love
that need work. And Ghana really holds a special place in my heart because my dad used to manufacture out of Ghana. So I spent a lot of time in Accra with my dad. So kind of going back there and just giving back and helping support these women to help support themselves is everything.
Okay, well, this sounds great, and we just want to acknowledge you, Julie. Thank you, listening from Australia. What time is it in Australia?
Wow.
It's got to be about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, like 4 or 5 in the morning. I guess I'm up that early. Well, thank you so much, and we are glad that you've fallen in love with our lives, and we appreciate all of you when you come on, and we appreciate our guests today. You know, one thing I love, because we have a lot of variations of people who come on the show, but this one means a lot to me because of the fact that you're doing something with the children, you know, and that they're getting an opportunity to learn something at a very young age that they can carry with them, you know, and how you're utilizing your daughter, because that's something that she will remember forever and ever and ever and ever.
And
you know?
it's our future.
And it's our future.
It's
Absolutely.
where we're headed.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, it's such an amazing journey watching her and just seeing how she's evolving and everything about her, just her conversation, her essence, the way she approaches everything. Being plant-based is it brings out so many interesting things. She just the other day became a member of Peter Kids, and she broke down into tears because she is finally a member, and she's like checking the mail every day to get this membership card that has her name on it. And then she wrote this letter to SeaWorld to free the whale. And oh my!
So she's becoming a little vegan activist now, where she wants to.
She's like she is like on my Instagram stalking poor Genesis Butler. She has to keep messaging back.
Does she want to meet Genesis?
She has to keep messaging back so that she knows that Genesis
we
did
to
reply to her.
Together, right?
So does she want to meet Genesis? Has she met Genesis?
She met her once a couple of years ago. She doesn't remember, but she's on her Instagram like crazy. So
okay, because we can make that connection if you want it.
That'd be super.
Yeah. Just read. Babette could do it in a second and put the two
bring
in
her
the
down. I want
to bring
her.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Okay, run. She's so cute.
She's adorable.
So it is 1:30 p.m. in Australia. It's not 4 or 5. And so
How
yeah.
sweet of her, though.
I know. Thank you so much. You know, guys, we initially, Babette and I, we have so much on our plate sometimes. We feel like, oh my God, Sundays again is here. And then we go, we won't do our lives anymore. We'll tape the shows. But then we think about you guys. I don't care if there's 10 people on. It matters to us that you guys show up every Sunday. And even if, you know, sometimes you talk amongst yourselves and jumping on our conversation. You know, this season we wanted to bring a lot of the everyday person to you, you know, because so many people's journeys are for so many different reasons. And who is this? I'm so excited. What's this? Hi, Terrah. I'm so excited. Love you too. You guys are a hoot. Yeah, we are kind of a hoot. We are hootly-looty-doo. So we have people from North Carolina, Australia. I saw a couple of other different interesting places. So we're kind of globally known. Hey,
wait till you meet this little one here.
I know.
She's
probably like, Mom, I'm not dressed yet. I know, but I love that when you can get your kids involved. And all of you who have children out there, it's so important because it shapes them. And I'm not even just talking about veganism, but that's another part of it, because now they'll be healthy. They'll make healthy choices as they get older.
Right.
But I'm just talking about, here she is. What's her name?
Emmy. EMI.
Emmy. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at you, Emmy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Well, good. Well, we got somebody in Jamaican house. So tell us about you just became a pizza kid. Was that what it's called?
Pizza.
Oh, pizza.
Pizza.
I thought you said pizza. I was like, oh,
pizza.
I was like, what?
Are you a pizza kid?
No.
So tell us. So why did you want to become one? Tell us.
Because I actually.
Don't be shy.
Come on. You can't be shy with us now.
Because actually one of the things that we did was there was a whale and it was stuck in this little cage and we are trying to save the whale. I sent it in a card to SeaWorld. And hopefully a lot of these cards from Peter Kids are gonna get the whale out of their cage and free in the ocean.
Oh,
Oh,
we
so
hope so.
And it was a mom, right?
Yeah.
oh,
Porky was
yeah.
a mom. She got taken from her kids.
oh,
Oh.
and you can only imagine, right? You can only imagine. So tell me something about what are some of your favorite vegan? Do you cook yourself? Are you a chef?
Sometimes I help out with my mom.
And what do you like to make? What do you like to eat? What are some of your favorite dishes that mom makes?
Yeah, name a favorite dish.
Udon.
I
Udon.
like that too, though.
And how do you know what she puts in it? Come on, share a recipe with us. What do you put in it? She can't stop laughing. What is
Got
Huh?
the giggles.
Noodles and
That's because you don't help me make udon.
I help with other things.
You
So
help
what
with
else do you help with? What else do you help with?
baking.
Yeah, mostly bacon.
Oh, tell me some of the
Oh,
things
you
you bake.
bake.
What do you like to bake?
What did we make the other day
What did we
for
make?
Valentine's?
Donuts.
You make
Oh, what
donuts?
kind? What kind?
Vanilla donuts with pink frosting and rainbow sprinkles. And also,
Nice.
but I didn't eat the normal glaze. I ate the rainbow kind.
Oh, you did you? So wonderful. You are beautiful, darling, and just keep up the great work because you're 8 or 9. Did you say, Mom?
8.
8. Wow, are you tall for 8?
Yeah.
You seem older than 8. You seem very sophisticated, darling. Emma, you're very sophisticated.
Once when I was actually 5 or 4, someone came up to me and said I'm 16, and then I'm like,
Okay,
that's
they
a little-
were.
Okay.
That was a little cuckoo.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
It's like
That was over
16.
the top.
Or they were just trying to be funny. Maybe they were just trying to be funny.
I
Exactly.
don't know.
So what are some of the things let me ask you, because you've been a vegan now all of your life, right?
Yeah. Almost.
And do you ever feel like you wanted to try anything, like any meats or anything you've never that you were not raised on? Did you ever feel like, I wonder what that tastes like?
Actually, salmon, because I don't remember what it tastes like.
Oh, because you
So
did.
you remember what other meat?
You were eating fish, right? But she must have been very little.
Very little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but you don't. So that's the only thing you're wondering. Okay, what does that taste like? But now, would you even want to eat salmon?
Sometimes but mostly not.
Okay.
Well, you would
Okay.
have to kill
Salmon.
it. You would have to hurt the poor salmon to eat it. You would have to kill it.
Hopefully they make vegan salmon.
Vegan salmon.
Oh, you know what? That's coming out now. Vegan salmon.
Yeah, they're making it from tomato skin, right?
No, I heard that they're making it. They're taking the DNA or something. I don't even know the cells, something from cows and all
That's
the
true.
different meats,
I heard that.
and they're doing them in a factory. They're
Yeah, I heard
growing.
that too.
Yeah, so they're not killing the animals. They're just taking all of their DNA and manufacturing fake meat.
Yeah.
Like that.
I think we'll pass.
Yeah, I think I'll pass too. It's one thing to take beets and carrots
Right?
and try to mix it up to look like something, but now you're going to go in and take the DNA and just grow your own. You know what? I'm scared to even talk on Facebook now. So
You can't say that stuff.
yeah, so we'll just leave that alone. But no. So all of your friends now are vegans with you, Emmy? Are all of your friends vegans?
No.
No?
Not at all. Actually, one of them. What's her name?
She must not be that good of a
She's
friend.
your friend.
No, you don't have one vegan friend.
You
She
don't?
said, "What's her name?"
So I thought that the school.
Listen, we've been homeschooling for 1 year.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. So the homeschooling is different than the school she went to, where you were teaching the vegan classes. Is that not a vegan?
No, that's not a vegan school.
Oh, okay.
It's just an amazing tool.
Yeah, but no vegan friends. But she's having a bit of an influence.
Well, that's good. That's
That's
good.
important.
I'm hungry.
Say
You what?
Now that we're talking about food, I'm hungry.
Now you're
Okay, we'll go make
I'm
us
kind of
something.
hungry too. I've been juicing. I'm hungry myself.
Well, I'm not juicing and I'm not hungry because I ate. Because
Okay, so
I finally had breakfast at 4 o'clock. I was just like, oh
Wow.
my God, I'm shaking. I don't want to talk to anyone else. Well, you can sit with us. We're going to chat some more with your mom if you don't mind, but you're welcome to stay. Or if you want to go back, you can go back. We just wanted to meet you because we've heard so many wonderful things about you checking the mail for your pizza card.
Pizza kids.
I know, right? Pizza
and
kids.
I saw her when she posted this. I got my pizza card. I saw that post. Didn't she post it?
She with the whale card. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. She posted it.
Yes,
Exactly.
I remember seeing that.
You want to go?
All right, gorgeous. Are you gonna hang with us?
Is Janelle Genesis' mother, Babette?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Is that
Genesis'
Janelle?
mother.
That's
That's Janelle.
Oh, always shows me videos of her dancing. Yes.
Yes. Oh, well,
Hi,
yes.
Janelle.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So this is someone, okay, there's someone here saying, you all inspire me. I just made some air fried oyster mushrooms
can
that
I
taste
have
like
some?
chicken. I know. I let my granddaughter taste. She didn't think it was bad at all. See,
Yeah,
there you go.
That's a big hit in this house too.
I think it's a
They're
big hit.
good.
If you can stomach mushrooms, because some people don't like mushrooms just because it's called mushrooms. A friend of mine's like, oh. But if you can get with mushrooms, it's so many different things you can do with
Exactly.
it, you know?
And it's
And-
the oyster mushrooms and the shiitake, the flesh, I mean the
Right?
the
The
texture
texture.
is
The
just
texture.
like flesh.
It's trickery.
Crazy.
It's very trickery, very trickery.
Trickery.
But when you want that, because we always say, you know, sometimes it's not that you want the thing, it's you
Bye,
want the.
Leave
Bye-bye, darling.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye-bye. It's not that you necessarily want to eat that thing. You want the experience, you know?
Right.
You want the pulling, you want the crunchiness. And when you have like a piece of fried something, you want that
Exactly.
experience more than you want the thing it is.
Exactly. Because you put so much stuff in it and marinating and then on it
And who exactly would eat a steak without salt or pepper on it?
no one.
At least. And
I-
you need so many things to make it taste like something.
It's true.
Tom's saying that we have to do a segment from your restaurant. Maybe not.
I am dying to come to your restaurant. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So when the show happens, we know that's what else do you have going on right now? I mean, how are you managing during this time? You kind of are you still doing your classes with the kids online sometimes? But you said, no, you're meeting at the parks is what you said.
Now no more kids classes online. I'm doing some one-on-ones with some parents and families that are trying to transition or just curious or just want to make some quick meals once or twice a week. So I'm doing some Zooms with them and just doing some really basic things for them and the kids. Getting ready for the show.
Now, do you do herbs and things like that as well?
Do I do
a lot of herbs or anything in that order?
No.
No. So what do you do? What do you do for your children if they catch a cold or do they?
Sorry, I misunderstood you. Yes, 100%.
Oh, you thought I meant like weed?
Sorry.
Like if you were smoking weed over there? That's what you thought I said?
I was just like,
smoking herbs, girl. You got the herbs. Your weed.
Y'all crazy.
But yes, actually, I order all my herbs from Gangster Vegan, Vinny Vegan.
Oh, okay.
So I order all my herbs from him, and once or twice a month I get a little delivery in the mail. We're big on teas here, so lots of sarsaparilla and elderberry and ginger and
she's big on
my dad
she
was
call
a
him
big
herbs. She calls him herb.
Oh, okay.
We call them herbs. The H is silent.
With an E.
Yeah, so it's herbs. And you call him herb.
Herbs.
It's called herbs. Herbs. No, it's not even herbs. It's herbs.
Terry,
you got your herbs.
Same look.
I know because I'm British. I'm British.
You turn into like the royal. You turn into royalty.
Yes, because I'm British. My God, I'm British. Gosh,
I need to run around London with you one day.
yes. Oh, I want to because I'm so good at it. You know, so I'm getting there.
You're not right.
But I so want to be. One of my girlfriends, Raina Campbell, is here. She's from London. And I told her, I said, you really have to work with me on this because in my soul, I'm Puerto Rican and I'm British. Those are the two things that I think I am in my soul. But nobody believes me because I don't know a lick of Spanish, even though I pretend all the time that I can speak Spanish. And they just laugh at me. And I won't even learn it because I just believe that I don't need to learn because it's in my soul, it's in my gut. And I'm British. I'm British. Because I want to be, I want to be. So like that. Totally like that. So
what
anyway.
What shows are you watching? What shows are you binge watching?
I'm not watching any shows. It's just I feel it from my gut.
So funny.
I feel it from my gut. It's like coming out from in me. You don't understand.
No, I can see it. It's like you're almost possessed.
I think I am possessed. I
love
possessed.
it.
I am possessed. But everybody laughs at me, and I don't care because I believe in me. But anyway, so we're back to you. Okay, so you have herbs now. If your daughter gets sick, anything in particular you share with parents that work for her or work for you?
What kind of sick, honey? You mean a cold?
Well, you tell us. I mean, she may not get sick. If she gets a cold, I like to give her this. If she has a tummy ache, I like to give her that.
If she gets a cold, my to-go-to is definitely to make some ginger tea. That's my first go-to. And it normally does the trick. I'm blessed. I got quite a healthy kid.
Yeah.
But then the other day she did I think there's too many teeth growing at the moment in her mouth, so it's crowded, and there was some nerves rubbing, and it caused an abscess. So it was extremely, extremely painful, and it became infected, and I had no choice. In order for them to kind of do treatment, which was internal, she had to clear up the infection. So she had to go on antibiotics. And I had this big meltdown. I was having a complete fit. And then in the end, I was like, okay, she's in pain. She's crying. We have to get this infection down. I tried everything I could myself, and it wasn't working. So last week was a rough week because antibiotics and the stomach and the lining and what it does is just devastating. But I went herb crazy that week. That week I was like, right, if you've got to go on this course of antibiotics to clear up this abscess, we're going to have to put 10 times the amounts of stuff in you than what we normally do. We're going to have to go in crazy. And we did. And I've got a few things here. I'm not actually plugging this. Anyone that's watching, I'm not getting paid. I'm not promoting this. This is just stuff that I love. But this super mega immunity.
Which one is that one now?
This is Supernova. So Queen of Fua's son.
Glasses. I cannot see that.
So this is.
How do you spell it, and where do you get it? I'll put it in the.
So do you know Supernova Slong? Queen of Fua.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes.
It's her son. He's a nutritionist, herbalist, and he does the best plant-based immunity concoctions ever. And he has this one called Super Mega Immunity.
Hold this still. SUPA mega. Okay, immunity. And do you know where they go to who to get that?
Yeah, if you go to his Instagram page, Super Mega Foods, MEGA. Let me get my glasses on because I can't see a thing. And this is like great for like community.
Okay.
Kids can take it also. It's got chlorella, echinacea, olive leaf, reishi, spirulina. It's got kale. So we doubled up on this every day. Yay! He is like, I was following his mom first for many, many years, Queen of Fua, because I was doing her detoxes and stuff, and then I met her son through her, and what an amazing family. And this super mega greens, I've been giving her these every day, getting down the greens, and just trying to get lots of probiotics into her. So lots of sauerkraut and tempeh and fermented beans and miso soup, just to get into the gut and help with the damage that the antibiotics would have done. So
Oh, that's great, though. That is great.
Really?
Well, you know what? We're
And
down.
to know what to do is
And to
great.
know what to do. But that's what
Yes.
yeah, that whole stomach area, that was from losing my dad. That whole that area I went crazy in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I just wanted to say this to Carmen, Miss Carmen, who lived in London for 13 years and didn't pick up my accent. I'm sorry, you don't know real British accents, Carmen.
Clearly.
See, Charlie said clearly. She's on my side.
Clearly, darling.
I think what she was trying to say is she lived there 13 years and she never picked it up, right? She never got it. She never spoke
Oh,
British. Yeah, that's what she
maybe
was
that's
trying
what
to say. She didn't pick it up. But your ass is funny.
You just remixed the whole thing.
I know, right?
And then you pulled me into your crazy world. You know what? I'm going to this side of the screen. I'm going to Babette now because you're going to get me in trouble.
No, we love all of our guests. Shonda, I've been binge watching your streams. I've seen them all now. I'm in Houston. I stopped eating meat 17 days ago, and you guys helped me decide to finally cut it loose. I've been turned off by. Yay! Good for you, baby.
Amazing.
Good for you, baby.
Congratulations.
And hugs from Atlanta. I want to go to Atlanta. Oh, that's my friend Elizabeth.
Anywhere.
I know. I just want to go someplace, but we can go to Atlanta anytime we want.
Let's go back to New York. We got a buddy.
I know, but you know what? There's nothing to do there yet.
Yeah.
So when it opens up, because I'm from New York, so I want to go when I can do something.
Hopefully summertime.
Huh?
Hopefully summertime.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, we are down to the hour. Almost 2 minutes.
Oh no!
I know.
So fun and
people, make sure you follow. What's your IG, baby? What's your IG?
Vegan Soulicious.
Everything is Vegan Soulicious. I think it's Vegan Soulicious one. IG, Facebook.
IG, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, website. It's all just Vegan Soulicious.
Okay. They need to cast you folks in the new version of My Fair Lady or Oliver Twist. Yes, they do, because I'm British.
Well, they need to make a black version because ain't no black people in any of those movies.
That's right. That's right. Right?
Yeah.
We call it Olivia Twist.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my
I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
I am ready too. Have you ever, were you a model or something at one point? Because you look like you were.
No, I've been a singer-songwriter my entire life up until.
That's right. Tell us before you go. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so let's hear something.
Yes, go ahead.
No. Oh, hell no.
We're harmonizing.
Okay, so I know what we should do. We should all break off in harmony and sing. I know the perfect song to do some harmony. So we just go, go into the chapel and we're.
Do you even know that song?
Huh?
You didn't even know that song, Babette.
What is that? You don't know that song?
She's young.
What?
The song was out in the 60s. Oh. And she's from London. It's very different music back growing up than here.
What?
Right? You don't know Going to the Chapel?
No.
Exactly.
You never heard that?
No.
Is it like a wedding song?
No, it was an R&B song. But a lot of because you know what?
I apologize.
No. I have the lights in my eyes, and I keep trying to.
So that means we're done. It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock.
It's done.
Well, Tom said you got to do
I was just saying that I've been a songwriter for most of my life, so writing for other people.
All right. Well, Tom said what about the song?
Is there anything that you've written that we would know?
Not unless you lived in London.
I lived in London for 2 days.
Oh, Lord.
You know, I sang in London at the Ladone Club Ladoon Club.
In those 2 days?
No. I was there for a little bit longer. I was performing when I went out there. I was singing. I had a little record out in London.
Ooh.
Is it Club Ladoon?
She was the leader of a singing group.
I don't want to talk about that. But what is a club?
We ain't
Club
talking about it.
Valgone. Club Valgone. Do you know Club
I just
Valgone?
told
No.
Okay, yeah, it's still there actually because a friend of mine, Luke Massey.
What's it called? Club?
I think it's Club Valdon, Valdon. It's a big club. It used to be right on the
Central
corner.
London, right?
Yeah,
In Central London.
My friend, do you know a guy named Luke Massey? Luke Massey. He's an actor, high fashion model person.
She's
He's
young, Terrah.
what? Luke is young too. Anyway, Chef Babette, my goal is to hit your restaurant one day. My son's travels a lot. Promise to bring me. Okay. Well, thank you, Shonda. We have gone over our hour. We could sit here like we're girlfriends and have everybody sit on the side and just.
You guys, I love you guys.
Seriously,
It's too much
You know,
fun.
that would have been really pretty if we all could have broke off into some harmony and wrote it out like that. Y'all know that. Because this.
Remember, nobody has a song.
Another song.
What's the song? What's the song that you know?
Another song.
She's a songwriter and a singer. She'd be able to pick up this line in 2 seconds. It just da 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 da.
Oh, that song!
Huh?
I know that. Well, I know the melody of that song.
Of course you do.
Sorry, I didn't hear
And
it
Terrah
properly.
she knows how to sing. Damn, that looked nuts. She knows how to sing harmony. I was just trying to give our folks a little treat tonight.
Okay, I don't know the words, so I can just la 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 it. I don't know what the
Okay, go ahead. As we go out, guys, thank you so much for joining us. And we see you guys next week. And somebody says it's International Women's Day. Sing it, ladies.
Yay!
Okay, so here goes. I'll start it. Oh, well, we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Well, you gotta sing the best. You singing, we're trying to find the notes. You can't stop in the middle of the song. What happened? You laughing at us? We singing the song. You're the worst artist. I'm trying to hear it because it's a delay.
Absolutely terrible.
We weren't ready yet. You didn't give us a moment. You got to give us a moment.
So listen, let me sing it first, and then you guys come in.
No, it's gonna take too long.
This is epic.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Go, somebody. Bye.
But that's
Bye,
not.
everybody.
Bye.
See you next Sunday. This was great. Bye.
Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel. Bye, everybody.
This was so fun.
None of us are going to get married.
Guys.
Bye. Thank you, Charlise. See you next
On
week.
a brand new show.
Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Tom said they're going to gong us. Tom said they're going to gong you.
Gong.
Gong us. Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
You are so silly.
I love it.
Oh, my gosh. That was so much fun.